What's up, everyone? This is why today I'm wearing the can hat because this is absolute cinema. What happened on the stock market in the past few days? Uh, like you're gonna see, we're gonna uncover the story, but we had situational stock holding that was one of the biggest fund for AI just got wiped out, not completely wiped out yet, but they are buying it for cents on the dollar, 50 cents on the dollar. We're going to uncover this story because it is insane. It is truly insane. And you need to understand what's happening because that now for once, GM with DeFi, you always here. I appreciate that because it's not only us crypto people who get destroyed. Hey, look at that. The trading volume, G to the M, M to the G. If we look at the trading volume, it's going down as well in crypto with a market cap up 1%. So it's like, it is like, look at that. Look at the headline. The AI found that made 439%, then had to sell. They start to have, when we had 1010, when we had those events in crypto, no one gave a fuck. Yes, can say it. Cospi. Maybe they're gonna give me the price. Hey, there we go. Reversal directly. No. Not yet. Cospi 200. Can I get a proper chart? Maybe this one, Cospi index. Yeah, I'm flying to Korea tonight. I'm about to find out. La 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 la. Bam, bam. You feel that getting wrecked like that? Almost minus 50%. Bam. I don't know if we buy back here. It's almost at the same level as the beginning of the year. Eh? 4,000, 6,000 is still up. It's still up. But from 9,000 to boom. Like, we got to be careful because, like, you see, like here, it was going back up as well, and then it went back down. Get a taste of that crypto thing. What's that? This is the index for, this is the S&P 500 of Korea. That's what it is. And now everyone knows what we've been through for many years. Getting rugged like that. Even you're supposed to buy safe assets. Look, Bitcoin did minus 50% as well, but easy. Like, hey, this is almost minus 50% as well. So, risk asset, I'm not sure. Minus 34% in 1 month. INACO, I think not many people must be called OPA those days. Like, OPA is a rarity. Spooky October. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to bet. I don't want to expect anything. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I know that now they're going to shit their pants. This coin is heavily manipulated, by the way. Like, if you remember, we saw that one. Odiera beat. You don't know how it's at 1.2 billion. We saw it pumping like that. I said, I should have shorted it. I was like, nah. And then look at that. Bam. And then now it's back up like this. I mean, it's on BNB. So we're not gonna wonder why it does it like that. A cheeky Burj Khalifa, and then after back up. Well, let's do first, before we get into the big topic, let's see if we can collect a little bit of rent. You know, I haven't checked. Oh, la, la, 9 notification. Those bastards. They took the east every time. Took the east here. Took the east. I get so many deposit back. And I bet they did all at the same time. 10 hours ago, 10 hours ago, 5 hours ago. Like, how much I'm going to collect in rent now? Bah, 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 bah. Oh, we should be fine. 0.1 and 1.14. So that's $300, 280. And then here another 280. No, 200. So 480. I think we're just gonna get $500 today, maybe a bit more than that, depending of the token price. Here, how much we get on the token? Yeah, we have 500, and here, boom, $530. It's not the best, but hey, we're still making good money. I almost made 1 Ethereum with that one. Alrighty, deposits. We're gonna deposit the whole thing. 25,000 Punkster. How much is that? So I need to go on CoinGecko, I guess, to get the price first. Did it go up, Punkster? Punkster. Punkster strategy. No. Hmm. 0.11, we should be all right. Yep. Deposit those 3. Shnoom. We get some stuff running on Robinhood. We're gonna check it out. Man. Check it out. So. And the FWA, come down. The clanker is freaking out. 16M, not bad. It went up to 18M. Okay, I think like that's, we're gonna continue to accumulate our FWA. I don't know if I should sell some. So far, it's been good to us. we didn't get canceled for yesterday's analogy, so I guess it's good in a way. But can you get canceled if you never made it? That's the question. Frong. Okay, Frong and what if? Whoa. 3 and 14. That's crazy. What the fuck? It's a tool. Pools.trade coming soon. This is AI, by the way. This is AI video, I think. I mean, you can ask a Frenchman about frog. I will eat that. I will eat that anytime. I'm not even going to cook it. I'm not even going to cook it. So how can I get information about frog? What you say? Is it actually real? It's actually real, and it's so the cloud front, and it's just a frog.mp4 autoplay. The funding wallet of Frong dev links to Zach Farcaster. See it yourself. Oh. Frong is on the Uniswap website, and the dev wallet is funded by it. Yeah, but that's because it's a. It says something new. If we click on something new. Like wet chicken. How can I redo the same page as him? Launches. Beta. This is on Pawns. Coming soon. Pools.trade. But that's not the. It's not going to be launched on Pawns then. Because they're going to make their own launch pad, I guess. Uh-huh. But they say the deployer is the same. My friend. Let's get a bit more information. Zach. And how do you see the wallets? Here, wallet. I see only one wallet. Do you see more wallets than me? I don't see other wallets. That design. So if it's the main one, FID, so it would be the D0. If it's D0, then it's fine. D0, block scout. Token transfer, contract call, approve, Young. That's 3 days ago. I don't think he created that one so far. I need to verify that information. The dev wallet was funded by him. They say, okay. So now we have to double check the dev wallet. That's the launcher from E58. And the deployer transaction, we had it just before, I think. This one. I'm trying to gather all the elements. Bless me. Are you going to short SpaceX, SpaceX before the worker sell? Oh, actually, you know what? I had a trade to take. What the fuck? Plus 35%? That's weird. Am I with the wrong? Uh-huh. Okay, that's the right one. So I saw some people starting to short this. How did Sendix plus 30% in one day? And like some shit happened too fast. Let me continue on our research on Frog. So we get our deployer, we get the transaction, and now we need to verify one information. There is like, funded the deployer. So who funded the deployer? So for this, and it's so annoying. He bought some index, huh? Papa. Okay, let's check the D0 is always Labadi, and this one was the mint creation. Okay, so now we want to verify if this guy, how was his wallet created? Oh, only 7 transaction, only token transfer, only 2. Because he played with index, so he's involved. Yo, what's up? What's up? Bless me, thank you. Patrick, I'm going to Korea. Token transfer. 2 minutes ago, 4 hours ago. Well, I think I'm going to use something else because the Explorer of Robinhood Block Scout is pretty bad. But so far, I don't see the linking between those two. Coin balance history, maybe I can check this. 4 hours ago. That's this transaction, this block. Maybe a week, I don't know. I have to check how can I do the live stream actually. I don't, because they have a bit of a time difference, right? Well, I don't see the connection between the two. I do not see it. Spoke pool. 850 F0. Well, that's a pool contract. Hmm. If pumped down while we were looking at the rest, what if Robinhood? What if the question you ask yourself 3 a.m. magnitude existing Robinhood chain, no team wallets, no taxes, just a chart and a question. Zero tax, liquidity locked, the kind of token, okay. Yeah. Korea cost of living. It's all right, I think. I remember my friend, like I mean, like I take like check for example, like really like 5-star hotel, like really high luxury hotel. It's been 500 to $800 a night, which is, yeah, it can be expensive, but it's okay. Like it sometimes it's the same price in Thailand. But if you compare, like in Paris, it would be a lot more, I think. They only have 1,000 followers. Wow. What if Telegram only contract address? I don't know who is running this. I'm gonna pass if I don't understand the law. Can you imagine, guys, if we trade on on ETH this cycle and not on Solana? In Vietnam, yeah, mostly cost is 550. Probably to live decently in Korea, it would be 2,500, I guess, minimum. In Seoul. Where in Vietnam are you? Vietnam can be cheap, man. From Uniswap. No, I think it's I haven't seen the connection yet. So yeah, that's just their video. Oh, actually, they give us. Oh, that's on 28. You see, you see, you see, right? That's the logo. So it's probably gonna be a new product from. I mean, if that's how the guy created it on IBIS, is very surprised. You know what? We're gonna actually. Can we reverse search that thing? Let's check on Pons. Maybe it was created with or without. It's weird. There's no banner, but like they're not gonna put a banner, right? No, of course. But I think it's a new tool that they're gonna release. So Frong. Let me talk to a dev. Do 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 do. Where is he? My keyboard just gave up on me? I think so. I can't type anymore. It's insane. I can't type no more. What happened to me? Doesn't make sense. There we go. Okay, so yo, conviction, so it's real, right? So far we saw that it was not. Now what I want to verify is the image that was used for the token. So for this, I'm gonna have to go, I guess, on pawns. Yo, what's up? Good and you? So you're telling me that the designer of Uniswap launched a token. First, we didn't see the connection between the two wallets. That's the first thing. But launched a token with a frog that comes from somewhere else. I don't know where's that frog from, but it's obviously the drawing. Even is that a Rick and Morty frog? No, if it's a Rick and Morty frog, and then you saw that the guy genuinely uploaded it. No, that's not possible. I must be doing something wrong. I must be doing something wrong. That's not possible. Like, you guys would not believe that. No, it must be someone who uploaded the picture later. It must be without the picture, this one. Why is it no matching tokens? What happened here? From is, that's the one. From 047. Why it doesn't? So it was not launched on Pawns. If it's not launched on Pawns, then it's different. But then it could be someone who uploaded anything to Deck Screener. However, what we saw before is that they were linked. From token. From. If it's launched on new launchpad, okay, there are 2 picks. The other picks was on the pools.trade website. There is for sure Uniswap doing some launchpad or something with liquidity pools. That's 100% sure. Now, this one, man, is so slow. Because if I check that one, to me before, on Uniswap, it was saying that it was launched on Pawns, right? See, it says Pawns, but that's at 120, not the one at, okay, they're 120K. So that's probably why I took this one, which was wrong. Now I have to check the other one, which is the one you mentioned. Oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to find out. But the transfer, I could not see the transfer between those two. It's not direct. How is it not direct? Plus, like, if it's by Uniswap, it's not gonna be their designer launching it. Would not make sense, right? Let's see here. TVL 144, 1-day volume, FDV. Oh, this link to his Twitter. I don't know how we... Can you send me a link, Conviction? Do you drink matcha? Yeah, maybe later, but not today. There is more post. I'm gonna check here. I think the one I was looking at was the wrong... but it's you, Conviction. You don't even follow me? How could you do that to me? This was posted on Egg by Uniswap employee. I didn't see the funding transaction. There you go. Here we have 058, 21 days ago. Are you profitable these days, Viral Boss? What do you, on which side you're talking profitable? Oh, I'm on the wrong wallet. Let me check conviction. I haven't seen the connection of the funding. And then I wanted to see the, here's a post. Yeah, it says the funding wallet, but it doesn't give me information. And then I'm confused with the transaction hash, process rollup, send Ethereum, copying an Ethereum. When stages batch timestamp, transaction send from 58, liquidity launcher, position manager, pool manager. For token ID, position NFT. It's like this one, I have to prove that this was funded with the other one. Maybe Arkham's gonna let me know. He has 3 wallets. That's not what we see on Farcaster. If you go on Farcaster, you only see 1. But if it was launched in a new way, then it's good enough. Like we gotta check is like who's holding it, because that would be the best insights, right? And so far, you don't see big clusters, so I have to, because like if you're gonna get scammed, maybe on Padre we can see that. Oh shit, I'm not logged in. Because if you go on here, as far as I know, you only see 1 wallet. So I don't know how you guys see other wallets. It for sure interacted with index. 22 hours ago, 12 hours ago. Nine hours. Okay. Section. Yeah, but like, did you see the connection between his wallets and the funding? That's the thing we want to see. That's the most important one. Yeah, I'm gonna check in a second the replies you sent. Here's a post about it. That's the one you sent before. Yeah, but the screenshot, like, where do you get that one? Because when I'm on the website, I don't see that. That's what I was asking. Because this could be a fake screenshot. Like, until I can verify the screenshot, I don't trust it. Okay, thank you. But the bubble maps are good so far, so that's a good sign. Oh, ooh, ooh. Oh, oh. July 9. Cluster 31%. So they dumped already or what? Okay, I'm gonna check the screenshot. We're supposed to see other things, and now the okay. Thank you. And he clicks on what? On about. I don't have it. That's maybe why I need to log in or something. Yeah. Maybe I have it still on my phone here. Press login. Yeah, but it says login with the mobile, and I can't log in. But what I would need is I need to be with the app. So what I would need is the transaction. It's on Uniswap V4 as well. While if I check like this one, for example, is launched on Pons. It's on Uniswap V3. That's on V4. Okay. Like Cashcat V3. So I wonder if like the Pons coins they get automatically. I should check one that just migrated. They get launched on V3, and so this one, if you get launched on V4, it's quite a good signal. But then we saw the bundle of hell. I don't know what happened at this time, like when you had the mega pump. Let me check it. I don't see the latest one you put. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Before flying backward, like, I can click your repost. Okay, cool. Oh, well, it's not showing directly here. Probably because maybe you posted a link. I'm gonna get the link here anyways, don't worry. Shit, no, it's remove the link. Let me get it here. Last check we do. After there's a bit higher chance that it is true, honestly. I'm not so common with how they bundle on. Oh yeah, just like gotta make that paper before everyone else discover your efficient trading strategy really captured market by DeFi. Everyone just reply like with frog. Zero X buff. Is this true? Pawns is for the people. So we're gonna go into the news now. Yeah, that account is fake. Yeah, I could guess that. It's crazy how far they would go with the lies. So we had some quite a bit of events. You remember Leopold? You remember Leopold? Leopold Hashem. This guy grows 1 billion to 5 billion in his first year of hedge fund. Look at that. He was praised everywhere. Everywhere. And something really bad happened to him. Something really bad happened to him. Citadel buys most of situational stock holding after AI share rout, sources say. And we're going to go deep into it because this is huge. So the AI fund that made 439% then had to sell. So that's the thing. Citadel acquired most of situational awareness public stock book after the July AI rout. And that's Ritus who talks about it as well. You're going to see that everyone is talking about it because there was a crash on the AI stocks recently. And maybe some people were behind that crash. So the paradox, right? The thing is, like, the guy was up almost plus 500%, insane performance. The early book was roughly $20 billion. And now it went down because it was with leverage. So he was trading with leverage. What it means in leverage is that you get some money that you don't have temporarily. So it's like borrowing. Like, you can borrow to buy a house, and then if the house market goes down and then the rent goes down, you can't pay back anymore, then the bank get back the house. Well, it's the same here in the financial market. You can trade with leverage. And our dear friend Leopold was doing with a little bit of leverage. He was at 4x leverage. So, for example, if he had $1 billion, he was investing with $4 billion. And it works very well when the market goes up. But when the market goes down, it's complicated. And that's what happened, actually. It's the market went down. And now what they did is they negotiated a whole book exit. So they say, oh, you're down, poor you. Well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about being down. Come to us. We're going to help you. So they bought back his stock. So Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, and Citigroup helped facilitated the deal. So losses, financing pressure, raise capital or sell. Citadel buys broker finance portion. Boom. Directly like that. And the leverage spiral, so that's the thing. Larger growth exposure, prices reverse, equity cushion shrinks, and sell liquid positions. So when the positions start to get in the red, it gets even more in the red and faster. And if it touches a point where, well, the bank that lent you that money on your leverage is going to be boom, we sell. And that can create like cascade in the financial market. Like, if you check the Korean stock market, the KOPI index, it went crazy down recently. That's not that. The KOSPI. The KOSPI index, which is back up almost 20% today as we speak. But if we check in the last month, minus 25%. This is a big dips that you can see in crypto. And that thing went up for a while, but now look at that, to 1,500 down to 1,000. And this creates, for everyone who has exposure, liquidation, sell, stop loss, and then you get something that's escalate. Actually, what is crazy is that 2 days, the stock market in Korea, they closed. They had a circuit breaker. They're like, no, this is too crazy. Schlag. They closed the market, which is normally only in big crisis moment. And now we see that like happening again here. So we had long shares, put notional and call notional. So in total, he had probably around 42 reportable position, which is total for 13.6 billion. That's the source from the SEC, by the way, because he was a big fan, so he had to share. Where his long share value set, so he had Bloom Energy, SanDisk, CoreWeave, Iron, Core Scientific, and Applied Digital. And we saw SanDisk dipping crazy, right? Look at that. You see that dip? Had a majestical dip here. Poof. And then suddenly going back up. So that's where they bought it. They literally created the bottom for them. They just like, they didn't care. They're like, boom. They literally, they saw the guy running. They tripped him. I was like, oh, poor you fell down. Don't worry, come up. That's exactly what they did on him. No respect. Absolute cinema. So there was like different positions. So we had Broadcom that only as a put. Intel had a large put and a much smaller common share line. CoreWeave appeared as ordinary share and calls. And this was complex relative value book, not a one-way basket. So there's like tons of different positions. You couldn't know exactly what you were buying and how you were buying it. So the thesis and the trade are different things. The thesis was like AI capabilities and infrastructure demand accelerate. The expression, which stocks at what price in what size, that's what they did. And financing, how long the portfolio can survive volatility. And liquidity, whether exits are possible without moving the market. And then you can be right about the destination and still be forced out on the path. This happened to me. I shorted SanDisk at $2,000, something like that. And it went up to $2,400. So I know I was at $2,200. I posted it in my Telegram. And because I'm a pussy, I had a stop loss at 2,400 or something like that. And I got stop loss out. People telling me I was dumb to short those stocks. And I listened to them. And I missed out on a crazy run. And that's fine. That's the thing. Like you can be right about something. The executions matter most. And then here, poor Leopold, maybe he was feeling good. He was getting insane return after insane returns. But we're going to see what happened and then why the stock market dipped like that, because the balance sheets creates optionality. A forced seller, prime brokers, when clears transfers, Citadels evaluates packaging. So that's the thing. Like all the things that happen is like when you're forced to sell, you don't choose at what price you sell. There's nothing for you anymore. And that's the danger of leverage. A correct thesis cannot save a leverage portfolio when liquidity, crowding, and financings force the exit before the thesis plays out. And Citadel did not necessarily know the future better, but he had a balance sheet to survive the present. Now, there is some words about Citadel that we are going to explore that says that maybe they knew what would happen. So there's a good post by Amit that summarized this. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to do his voice. Citadel has bought the majority of the public asset from Leopold's Situational Awareness Fund. So Citadel scares everyone on Tuesday about a surprise rate hike during FOMC that we all knew was not going to happen. On Wednesday, the entire market freaks out about the rate hike, which causes the selling to compound on itself, creating 50 to 70% drawdowns across the board in high beta semiconductors names, which means Leopold, who we Nano had 45 billion of assets and was 400% leveraged, ends up being the sacrifice as it gets liquidated at what theoretically could be the bottom due to not having the margin requirements to keep solvent. And the person who caused the sell-off with the rate hikes fears ends up coming in to buy his asset for 40 to 50 cents on the dollar. By the way, Leopold is getting married this weekend. I think he wanted to make sure that he wasn't getting margin call during his wedding. A vet on Wall Street in Ken Griffin takes out the young new kid. Absolute cinema. Man, I don't know about Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. I haven't watched it, but this is a good scenario. This is a really good movie. Like, we know they know how to do. Can you imagine just before his wedding? It's like so many things just goes in together that literally they trip him off and say, oh, don't worry, we can help you go back up. Crazy. Now, we will see how much investigation we get on this, how it will end up, but surely there is a lot to unpack. And now, if you're thinking like, oh, I should buy some, well, the thing is, the market recovered instantly, plus 16% here. We see Sendix that is plus 20% or something like that. What about you? Who do you think created this? Let me know in the comments. All right. Done with the video. Is that a MAGA hat? It's not a MAGA hat. It's Can. It's absolute cinema. Now you understand about all this. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. How much did you buy a conviction on that coin? I'm going to close the live stream in a few minutes. I hope you enjoyed so far. It was a pleasure. Didn't expect to have to do so much research during the live stream. And honestly, unfortunately, I can't pronounce myself if this is real or not. There's some I would say I'm more 50-50. When I started the research, I was like, but now I'm more 50-50. Now we got to explain why the bundle is like that. I'm not so sure. I have to see the transaction of, because I can do more research after. So I will let you know in my Telegram what I found. But it was a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. And I see you next time. With much love.